Yes. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes. So, how you all are doing?
Uh, Good, ma'am.
Good. That's great. That's great. Okay. So, let's start then. Ready for the session, everybody? Yes. Okay. And whenever I'm going to ask, okay, there is one rule only. Okay. Whenever I'm asking something, so you need to answer me, and whenever you are asking something, I will answer. Got it, everybody? Okay. Okay, so let's start then. So before starting and going directly with the topic, I just want to ask few questions to you. Ready, everyone? Yes, shall I? Okay then. Okay, so do you know one of the concept what we have learned in our first grade or second grade only? Like if I am having one number, like if I am having two, correct? And I am adding 2 for the multiple number of times. Like I am adding 2 for the 5 times, like 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So instead of writing it in that way, can I use any other operation for that?
Multiplication.
Multiplication, very nice. I can write it as 2 times 5, correct? And similarly, when I am having one number, suppose I am having 2 only and I am multiplying 2 for the 5 times. Like 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So how can I write it in a easiest form? In a easier way?
मैम 2 का पावर
2
2
raised to
raised
the
to the
power 5.
power 5.
Very nice, very nice, very good. And similarly, if I'm having a number, like again I am having 2 and I'm multiplying 2 with the 2 itself. So how can I write it?
2 raised to the power 2.
Yes, 2 raised to the power 2. And is it known as by some other name?
2 square.
2 square. Very nice. Yes. So this is what? This is known as a square. And our today's topic is gonna be square and square root only. Got it, everybody? Okay. So for that purpose, what I'm going to do, I will be sharing my screen. And on my screen, you will be having one PPT, one presentation. And from that presentation only, we will get to know about the whole topic. Correct. So the first thing I asked when I'm multiplying a number with the number itself, so you told me that we can write it as a 2 square. Correct? We can write it as 2 raised to the power 2. Suppose if I'm having 5 and I'm multiplying 5 with the 5 itself, so I can write it as 5 raised to the power 2. Yes, stop writing anything over there. Okay. And suppose if I'm having a number 3 and if I'm writing as 3 square, so I can simplify it in the form of 3 times 3. Correct? And that thing is known as what? That thing is known as square. Correct? And do you know that why we are calling it square only? Why we are not calling it by any other name? Any idea, anyone? Yes? Prapti, Mansi, Ayush, anybody? Any idea that why we are calling it square only? Okay, let me give you one hint. Do you know in geometry we are having one shape in which all the sides are equal? Yes?
No. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and that particular shape's name is
Square.
square. Correct? And if we are talking about the square, so what we can say, if I'm saying that what is the area of the square? So how you are going to find the area of the square?
Side multiply by side.
Side multiply by side. So here also what you are doing side times side. You are multiplying side with the side itself. Okay, for finding the area of the square, what you are doing, you are multiplying the side with the side itself. Correct? So from here, we are getting what? We can say the area of the square is gonna be side square. Correct? What we can say the area of square is gonna be side square.
Square.
Correct? So if I'm saying the square is of 2 by 2, so what is the area? Area will be 2 times 2. I'm getting what? 4. Correct? If I'm saying the area is of the square is of 3 by 3. So which means 3 times 3 and I'm getting what? 9. Correct? So all these numbers, what I'm getting, and how many boxes, how many square small boxes I can divide the whole square, will all the numbers are the perfect square. Got it? Understood what is a square? Yes, everybody? So
Yes, ma'am.
when I'm writing 5 raised to,
Ma'am, sorry, you are on mute. Can you unmute?
okay, so when I'm writing 5 raised to the power 2, that means what? I can read it as 5 square. Okay, and this is what? This is the power, which is 2. And since the power is 2, that's why we are calling it as a square. And this particular number is known as its base. Got it, everybody? Now understood what is a square and why we are calling it a square? Yes, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you have some interesting facts about the square. Now what is that? Okay, you can see one table over here. This table. Yes, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now just go with the table. Now what you can see, what is the square of 1? 1. What is the square of 2? 4. What is the
4.
square of 3? 9. Square of 4? 16. Square of 5? 25. Correct? Now you can see the square of the numbers up to 100 over here. Correct? Now I'm giving you 10 seconds to observe the one pattern. You need to figure out one pattern over here. Just go with the square numbers and the numbers and the whatever the number after the squaring the thing number you are getting. Just go with them. I'm giving you 10 seconds and just tell me that what is the pattern over here. What you can see. Which pattern you can notice over here. Yes, anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me, Ayush. Any pattern you can find it? Already 50 seconds. Yes, any pattern?
12.
Yes, Prapti, Mansi.
मैम मतलब सारे डिजिट्स में मतलब लास्ट नंबर सेम है लाइक 4 का स्क्वायर है 16 तो उसका लास्ट डिजिट 16 है और जहां पर 24 है तो उसका वंस डिजिट 4 है और उसके स्क्वायर में भी 6 सेम आ रहा है लास्ट में.
Absolutely correct. This is the pattern what we can note over here. Okay. Yes. So what is the pattern? We absolutely correct, Prapti. Very good. Okay. So what we can say about this? When any number ends with the digit 1, any number ends with the digit 1, its square is also gonna be and at the digit 1 only. Got it, everybody? And when any number ends with 2, its square is gonna be and with the digit 4. This you can see. Yes, if any number is gonna be and with the digit 3, the square of that particular number is gonna end with the digit 9. Correct? And same as 4, when any number ends with 4, square is gonna be end at 6. Any number ends with 5, square is gonna be end at 5 only. That will remain same. For 5 and 6, these are the two digits. If any number ends with these two digits, then the square will also end up with these two digits only. Got it? And when any number ends with 7, we are going to get 9 at the unit place. If any number going to end at 8, we will get 4 at the unit place. If any number ends at 9, we will be getting 1 at the unit place. And if any number ends with single 0, then the square number will end at double 0. Okay, this is also one of the pattern I will tell you. Okay, so this is about the pattern, what we have figured out. Now what you can think, if any number, okay, which square numbers end with the digit 1? If the number is having 1 or 9 at the unit place, then the square number will end up at the digit 1. Correct, everybody? What is the next thing we can include? If I'm asking which number will end, which square number will end at 4?
The digit having 8.
2 or 8 at the unit place, that the square will end up at 4. Correct? And which number is which perfect square number is gonna be end at 9?
7 and 3.
Very nice. 7 or 3. Correct? And which square number is gonna be end at 6? Perfect square number?
6.
4 and 6.
6.
Correct? Okay. So this is the thing. And for 5, it has to be 5 only. Got it? Yes. So these are the things. Now you can see we are excluding some of the digits over here. We have counted 1, we have counted 4, we have counted 9, we have counted 6, we have taken 5, we have taken 00. Few of the digits are there with what we have left. Can you tell me those digits? Everyone, I'm asking it to all. Yes, Ayush, answer me. What digits we are leaving when we are talking about the perfect square number? Yes, Mansi. Ayush. Izan, tell me. Yes, Prapti, go ahead. What are the digits what I'm leaving when I'm talking about the perfect square number?
Ma'am, 2,
2,
3,
3,
7, 8.
7, 8.
Ma'am, that's it.
That's it. Okay, so these are the digits what I'm leaving when I'm talking about the perfect square number. Correct? So from this, what we can include, if any number ends with the digit 1, 4, 5, 6, and 9, okay, and the even number of zeros, not odd number of zeros, even number of zeros, which means 2, 0, 4, 0, okay, 6 zeros, okay, then those number we will taken as a perfect square number. Okay, and if any number ends with the digit 2, 3, 7, and 8, then these number can't be a perfect square number. Understood, everybody? Got it? Yes? Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, so I told you, I will tell you about the number of zeros as well. Okay, so there is also one pattern. See, if I'm telling you, you are supposed to find the square of 10. So that would be
100.
100. Very nice. If I am saying that you are supposed to find the square of 100, then it would be
10,000.
10,000, which means a 1 with a 4 zeros, correct? Now, if I am saying you are supposed to find the square of 1,000, then it would be
Number
1 with 6 zeros. Correct? Now, can you see one pattern over here?
Hundreds.
Yes, there is also one pattern. Can you see that pattern?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Ayush, tell me. Yes, Mansi, Ayush, Izan, tell me, beta, what is the pattern you can see over here? Again, now I need to ask to Prapti. Yes, Prapti, just tell me the pattern.
Ma'am, here in 10 square, 100 is there, and in the second one, 10,000 is there. तो सब में दो zeros बढ़ते जा रहे हैं.
That we can say, but how we are going to sum up this thing? So we will say if number ends with 1 0, then the square will end up with the twice of those number of zeros. If 1 0 is there, then a square will end with 2 zeros. If 2 zeros are there, then a square will end at 4 zeros. If 3 zeros are there, then it will end at 6 zeros. If 4 zeros are there, then it will end at 8 zeros. Got it? Every time we are making the number of zeros twice. Got it?
Okay, ma'am.
Understood? So if the number is having an even number of 0, then only that particular number will be a perfect square. Otherwise, it cannot be a perfect square. Understood? Okay? If one number is there, which is 1,000. Could it be a perfect square?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, if the number is 100, then it would be a perfect square?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. If the number is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 number of zeros, could
Yes,
it be a
ma'am.
perfect square? Yes. Understood
Yes.
now about
Yes,
the
ma'am.
number of zeros? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
If I'm writing one of the number, which is this. Now just tell me, is it a perfect square?
No, ma'am.
No. Why?
Because it has 5 zeros and
Yeah, 5 zeros cannot make a perfect square. Very nice.
yes,
Very
ma'am.
good. Okay. So understood till here. Any queries? Yeah. No. Now, since what we have learned, so we will having a few of the properties related to the square number, and those properties are, if any number, any square of if the square of 1, that will always equals to 1 only. Correct? And square of positive number are positive in nature, and square of negative number also will be positive in nature. Okay, if I'm doing the square of 2, I will be getting 4. If I'm doing the square of minus 2, then also I will be getting 4. Why? Why?
Ma'am, because when we multiply two negative numbers, the multiplication the product is always positive.
Positive. Correct. Because when we are multiplying two negative numbers, result will always be in a positive form. Very
Positive.
good. A square of 0 is 0 only. Okay, square root of a number is equals to the value of the under the square root that we will talk about. Okay. Unit place of square of any even number will have an even number only. See the pattern. If I am finding the square of 2, that would be 4. Even. If I am finding the square of 4, that would be 16. Even. If I am finding the square of 8, that would be 64. Even. Correct? But on the other hand, if I am finding the square of 3, that would be 9. Odd. If I am finding the square of 5, that would be 25. Odd. If I am finding the square of 7, that would be 49. Odd. So what we can sum up? If even number is there, so square of even number will also be an even number, and square of an odd number will also be an odd number. Understood? Got it? And the another thing what we can say, if the number ends with 0, 1, 4, yes, 5, 6, 9, then these number will be the perfect, can be the perfect square. It's not compulsory that they will be the perfect square. Okay, these number can be the perfect square. And if any number ends with 2, 3, 7, and 8, these number cannot be a perfect square. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. So since we are talking about the square, now one thing, if I'm asking that, okay, let's take very small example first. If I'm asking like you have two numbers, you have 3 and you have 4, and if I'm asking like how many numbers, doesn't matter square number or non-square number, so how many numbers lie between the square of 3 and the square of 4? So how you are gonna give me your answer? How many numbers lie between the square of 3 and square of 4?
Ma'am, firstly we will convert it into the numbers like 3 is a 9 and 4 is a 16,
Okay.
and then we will be subtracting the numbers and the
M7.
Okay, so
and
this
उसके बाद जो
this
number
is,
आएगा वो
yeah, correct, absolutely correct. But this, okay, so this is the very small number, you can count it on fingers. Correct. But if I am asking, okay, tell me that how many numbers lie between the square of 101 and 102? How you are going to figure it out? This you cannot count it on fingers, na? And when you are going to figure out the square of 101, 102, and after that you are going to subtract them, it will take a lot of time.
yes ma'am.
Correct? So for that, we have a very easy method. What we will do? We will multiply the smaller number by 2. That would be our answer. Okay? So, okay, by counting on your fingers and whatever you want, just tell me how many numbers lie between the square of 3 and square of 4. Tell me.
Ma'am, 7.
7 between 9 and 16. How many numbers are there?
Ma'am, 6.
6 numbers are there, correct? Okay, and how we will do it with this formula? I asked like how many numbers lie between 3 square and 4 square. The smaller number is 3 and 2 times 3 is what? 6. Same answer I'm getting, but I'm getting very quickly, correct? And if I asked how many numbers lie between the square of 101 and 102, for that what you will do? 101 times 2 and your answer would be 202. So 202 numbers lie between the square of 101 and 102. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay then. Go ahead. Okay, after that we are having very important topic over here, which is Pythagorean triplet. Now what is that? Do you know Pythagoras theorem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the square of the longest side will equals to the sum of the square of the other two sides.
Yes.
Correct? That is the Pythagoras theorem. Same we can apply over there in the square number. The square of the bigger number. The largest number, whatever the number we are taking in out of the three numbers, the square of the largest number will equals to the square of two smaller number. Got it? So if the square of 5 is what? 25. The square of 3 is 9. The square of 4 is 16. When I'm going to sum up them, I will be getting 25. And I'm getting these both the two sides are equal, which means these 3, 4, 5 are making the Pythagorean triplet. Yes, who is here with the name 1 plus? Do you want to ask something?
Yes, ma'am, I wanted to ask that you just told whenever we have to find the total numbers between two numbers that are being squared. So is it only applicable when the numbers are consecutive?
Yes, when the numbers are consecutive, this formula we can apply that time. Okay, when the numbers are non-consecutive, then we are having other formula for that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, well, which is a square minus b square. That I will tell you in the normal classes. Okay, that also we can found with the by using a plus b and a minus b. That also we can figure it out. Okay, for this particular which is 2n, we can apply it on the consecutive numbers. Got it? Okay, yes. So
Yes,
the
ma'am.
thing is what? Pythagorean triplet. What is Pythagorean triplet? So Pythagorean triplet is saying that the square of the largest number should equals to the sum of the square of the other two smaller numbers. Correct? Now if I'm saying that there is a one twist. Okay, what is the twist? If I'm going to tell you that you have out of these three numbers, you have only one number which is 4. Okay. And if I'm saying that you are having a one number which is 4 and you are supposed to find the other two members of this Pythagorean triplet, so how you're going to find it? Okay, for that we have another method, another trick, okay, which is known as the members of the Pythagorean triplet. And the members of the Pythagorean triplet are 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Correct?
Ma'am,
Yes.
what's the mean by P? First, we took one left side hand. There is height.
Sorry, what you are saying?
Left side there is height.
Yeah, height. Height is perpendicular we are taking. That is P. P means perpendicular.
P means perpendicular.
Perpendicular.
Okay.
Or B
Here,
means
on
base.
right side there is hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse. Got it?
Huh.
Okay. So I was telling you about the members of the Pythagorean triplet. So these are 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Correct? If I am saying that 4 is one of the members of the Pythagorean triplet, now you are supposed to find the other two members. How you are going to find it out? So for this 4, first you will try to put equals to 2m. Either it will equals to 2m or it will equals to m square minus 1 or it will equals to m square plus 1. Now your question should be then, ma'am, how we are going to find it out? Like out of these three members, this 4 is equals to which one? Correct? So for that, we need to solve it. So if we are solving with this, so m square minus 1 when we are going to take it out, so it becomes 5. And 5 is not a perfect square. 5 is not a square of any number. So that's why this 4 is not equals to this member. Correct? When we are moving over here, So this is m square. When we are going to take it, this plus 1 over that side, so it will be going as a like negative only. And we are getting 3. Again, 3 is not a perfect square. So m square, this 4 cannot be equals to this member as well. Now what is left? This one is left. 2m is equals to 4. M is equals to 4 by 2. The value of m we are getting as 2. Correct?
2.
So which means this member is already given to us, which is 2m. Now 2m is out of the race. We have these two members left, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Correct? Now what is the value of m square minus 1? If m is 2, that would be 2 square, which is 4. 4 minus 1, 3. So one number is 3. Now, what about this m square plus 1? So 2 square is 4. 4 plus 1 is giving us 5. Another number is 5. So 3, 4, 5 are the Pythagorean triplet. Understood? Got it? Yes?
ma'am.
Now we are moving towards the square root. What is square root? When we are multiplying a number by the number itself, we are getting a perfect square number. Correct? So this number is gonna be known as a perfect square number, and this number is gonna be known as the square root of that particular number. Got it? 4 is gonna be known as perfect square, and this 2 is gonna be known as square root of 4. Understood? And this square root we are denoting by the symbol of this. Got it, everybody? Okay.
Yes.
And for finding a square root, we are having two methods. We are having prime factorization method and long division method. And in this session, we are going to cover only prime factorization method. Got it? And I guess that you already know about the prime factorization method, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what is prime factorization method? Suppose this number is given to us. First, we will do the prime factors of this number. And after that, we will make the pair. So this pair, another pair, another pair, and another pair. From every pair, we will take out one number. Okay. And after multiplying these numbers, we are getting what? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So if question is asking what is the square root of 576, that would be 20.
4.
Understood?
Yes.
Got it? Yes. Now, yes. So we are having practice question and we will do those questions now. Suppose we need to find the smallest number by which if we are going to multiply 180, okay, so the product, whatever we are going to get, will be a perfect square.
2, 4.
One number will be there. Now, can we say that two options will be the correct answer?
2, 4.
What 2, 4? You are saying 24 or you are saying 2 and 4?
Ma'am, A.
Okay, so how we are going to solve it? We will do the prime factorization of 180. 2, 90 times, 2, 45 times, 3, 15 times, 3, 5 times, 5, 1 times. Let's make the pair. We have a pair of 2, we have a pair of 3, but 5 is all alone. 5 is not having its pair. If we are going to multiply the entire thing with 5, so 5 is also having a pair now. Okay, so what is the smallest number by which we can multiply this 180 to make it a perfect square? Then the smallest number is gonna be 5. Understood? Easy peasy. This we can do it because we already know about the prime factorization. Yes, everybody? Okay, let's having the next question. Write a Pythagorean triplet whose one number is 14. Do it quickly. 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. These are the three members.
Ma'am, option B.
Option B. Okay, so 2m, the value of m we are going to get as 7 only. 7 square, which is 49. 49 minus 1, 48. 49 plus 1, which is 50. And option B is absolutely a correct answer. Very good, very good. Okay, now we are moving to the next question. Which 5 numbers are the perfect square? Very easy question.
Ma'am, A.
Option A, because all the numbers in the option A are the perfect square numbers. Yes, very good. One more question. Here we are supposed to find the value of root 99 times root 396. How can we do that? Okay, one hint for you. For this, we can write it in this form. Okay, and after that, we can find the prime factorization of both the numbers. Correct? Here we will be getting 333, 311, 11, 1. And here we will be getting 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. And after that, we can divide it by 2, 22, 2, 11, 11, 1. Okay. Let's write the number over here. 3 times 3 times 11 times 11 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Square root. 3 times 3, 1 pair. 11, 11, another pair. 2, 2, another pair. 3, 3, another pair. A square root has been removed. After solving them, we will be getting 198. So our correct answer has to be option number C, 198. Got it, everybody? Understood?
Yes.
Yes? Anybody is having any query, any doubt, any problem that you want to ask? Yes, Mansi,
No, ma'am.
Izan, Ayush, any query, anyone? No? Okay then.